All right. This is MC for Web3 TV. We are here at the beautiful Medina Jumeirah, and we are here at the Dubai AI Web3 Festival. And I'm here with a special guest. I would love for you to introduce yourself, who you are, where do you come from, and what do you do?
Hi, so I'm Heath Behncke. I'm the founder and managing director of Holon. We're a company based out of Sydney, Australia, and we run data storage and compute. But we run verifiable data storage and compute utilizing blockchain.
All right, okay.
Powered by green energy, and actually in prime locations.
I just love that you're hitting all the narratives, right? AI plus blockchain, I heard of that. But now you hit it with a whammy with green technology. So I guess the question, we have a lot of people who are, new to AI and Web3. So I guess the question I want to ask you, Heath, is why should people care about it? Why does that matter? So what are your thoughts?
Yeah, honestly, it's like we've seen the internet today and the evolution of this as we've gone through what is starting to be more understood now through Web 1 to Web 2. And really that has delivered demonstrable value for the world, and everybody sees it.
Agreed.
And so the next phase of this is looking again like game changing and at another level. And AI and Web3 are going to be a very, very big part of this next stage of development. And I think it's kind of like there's potential here to deliver, like we have in society, an enormous amount of value over time, really to better people's lives at the end of the day. That's really what the internet revolution has done over the last 30, 40 years. So this is quite exciting, actually, to be involved in this and kind of building out that future.
Right, yeah. But I got to ask you this. So, your Holon is in distributed storage and compute. So why you guys are focusing in that particular area?
Yes, so it's probably like my background. I was an investor for many years, and I invested in companies like Amazon, and
Nice.
AWS is like the biggest data business model in the world.
Absolutely, yeah.
Of the storage and compute. But I also realize, and a great business model, and they've done added a lot of value to society, and that's why shareholders have been rewarded, etc. But when you start to look at the next wave, what can we do with Web3 technologies and new protocols? We can take it to another level over time. So that's why I kind of saw this to sort of realize that we're a structural change in the way we can run data. With mutable and verifiable data structures, which will be critical for the world that we're actually heading into with AI and other technologies.
Yeah. No, I'm glad that you brought up the point, verifiable data. This is what I've been trying to dive deep into Web3, AI, and I kind of learned a little thing about, data from AI. Now we're seeing a lot of data is created by AI, but we are not seeing a lot of data created by humans. So, is that true? And do you see any potential problems? Because I guess the problem is that there's not enough verifiable data. So,
yeah, I think this is probably the key thing, that when you look at the way the internet was set up, we set it up in a certain way that it's kind of, and there's good reasons why it started at the beginning, in the way it's been, all the machines have been connected.
yeah.
But when you look at that actually is creating problems. We can see these problems in cybersecurity, fraud. We can see a whole bunch of issues that have come up because of the way the infrastructure is being architected. So if you start to actually move to data structures that give you very, very strong guarantees and can be verified real time, through time, then you start to resolve a lot of these issues. Like provenance for AI, when it comes to data, is probably the single biggest issue in these results. So
Totally.
a company wants to use AI and they go, well, how do I know and track what's going to be done with this data? We can actually, that's where solutions like ours actually are perfect for that. It's just the way our data structures operate.
Okay. And I guess, is there anything more you want to share about Holon? Whether it be on storage or compute. So any info, just to you would love to talk about.
Yeah, look, I think it's kind of like what we're really trying to address. If I sit back and look at it from take sort of more of a macro view, is that we really see today is I think the estimates are we're probably going to spend $1 trillion US on infrastructure
$1
for
trillion
data in 2027, just in 2027.
Man,
That's the forecast. So you can see. So what you start to realize is that as we, and particularly the world we're going into, there's more machine-to-machine generated data. Today, like, it's been more human generated. We can see this through socials and everything, but as time goes on, more machine generated data is being created. So then the question is, how do we actually make sure the infrastructure is affordable, that we've got the resources to do this? And so we need to materially try to reduce the cost of the infrastructure over time, in addition to taking it green, or else we're not going to be able to actually afford to run what we're wanting to run. That's part of the big problem that we're trying to solve. And that's like where in distributed systems, we have solutions for that, where the software can effectively reduce the capital cost because we can manage it at that level. Because the protocols and the way the protocols work can enable that to happen. So that's what we think is a very exciting development that can support the future that we all want, to allow the whole planet to be, able for them to actually participate in digitization.
No, that's great. I got to ask you this question, before we, I know you got people to meet, and there's a lot of good stuff here in this festival. Let's talk about, how can businesses, how can they connect to people like you, connect to businesses like Holon? How can they take advantage of your storage and the computational power? So,
yes,
what would be your clearing call to those businesses?
Yeah. Look, we're available, and you just reach out, have a chat to our team. That way, we work with a lot of different partners. We like B2B, like, of course, in our offerings is sort of like B2C. We work with other partners, supporting them with their solutions that needing data storage and compute in a verifiable way. But yeah, today, like, we're quite a number of verticals we're actually working with. But ultimately, we believe, like, government and governments will really appreciate critical data infrastructure we're building, but that also lends itself to financial services, lends itself to legal firms as well in that way.
All right, cool, awesome. But hey, Heath, also, I just want to say this. Thank you for your service to the AI and the Web3 space. I mean, this is one of the examples I love, because you're really trying to revolutionize the way we use the internet, information, money. So thank you so much. And there you have it, fam. So we got to go. So y'all be good. Y'all be safe. We will talk to you soon. Bye for now.